Hi everybody, it's Miss Erin. We are here for another art story time, and today we're going to be talking about some different types of art that you can make. So before we get started, let's sing our welcome song. The signs you'll need to know for this song are more, together, and our last sign is friends. Ready? The more we read together, 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 the more we read together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we read together, the happier we'll be. All right, so we are going to get started with a song today. Like I said, we're going to be talking about some different types of art, and we're going to be talking about the fact that everybody can be an artist. It doesn't matter if you like drawing or painting or dancing. All of it can be used to make art. So for our first song, we're going to do a little twist on one of our favorite Storytime songs, which is the Silly Dance Contest. Now, part of this song is dancing and then freezing. So I thought we would do a little twist today where we make this song the Silly Statue Contest. So when you freeze, I want you to think of yourself as a silly statue and make a pose that a statue might make. Are you ready? We're going to do 3 rounds, okay? So we're going to sing. This is called the Silly Statue Contest, where the silliest statue is always the best. You just dance, dance, dance as silly as you please, and when the singing stops, then you freeze. Ready? Dance any way you want to, dance any way you please, dance any way you want to, but stop when I say freeze. So my silly statue is touching my nose and holding a finger up in the air. What is your silly statue doing? All right, let's do another one. Ready? Dance as fast as you want to, dance as fast as you please, dance as fast as you want to, but stop when I say freeze. So this time, my silly statue decided to cover up their eyes. And if you're dancing at home, maybe your silly statue ends up on the ground or jumping up in the air. However, you can freeze. All right, this time, I think I did it a little bit last time, but this time we're really gonna go dance fast. So this will be our last round. Think of your last pose for your statue. Ready? Dance as fast as you want to, dance as fast as you please, dance as fast as you want to, but stop when I say freeze. All right, great job making some silly statues today. Statues are a super fun type of art, and you can always pretend to be whatever kind of statue you want. All right, let's get started with our story for today. So the story we'll be reading today is The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds. This is a story that's all about a little girl who doesn't believe that she is an artist. We're going to see what happens throughout the story. Art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. Vashti's teacher leaned over the blank paper. "Ah, a polar bear in a snowstorm," she said, because it's an all-white drawing. "Very funny," said Vashti. "I just can't draw." Her teacher smiled. "Just make a mark and see where it takes you." Vashti grabbed a marker and gave the paper a good, strong jab. "There!" Her teacher picked up the paper and studied it carefully. She pushed the paper toward Vashti and quietly said, "Now sign it." Vashti thought for a moment. "Well, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name." The next week, when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot she had drawn, her dot, all framed in swirly gold. hold it up so you can see. There's her dot. You might notice as we're reading the story, there's a bit of a dot on the page as well. I can make a better dot than that. She opened her never-before-used set of watercolors and set to work. Vashti painted and painted a red dot, a purple dot, a yellow dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with the yellow. She discovered that she could make what does it make when the blue mixes with yellow? A green dot. Vashti kept experimenting, lots of little dots in many colors. If I can make little dots, I can make big dots too. Vashti splashed her colors with a bigger brush on bigger paper to make bigger dots. Vashti even made a dot by not painting a dot. At the school art show a few weeks later, Vashti's many dots made quite a splash. Vashti noticed a little boy gazing up at her. "You're a really good artist. I wish I could draw," he said. "I bet you can," said Vashti. "Me? No, not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler." Vashti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. "Show me." The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle, and then she said, what do you think she's going to say? Sign it. The end. So that was a story all about Vashti and her starting to make some art. And I want you to think about the end of that story. What do you think is going to happen to that little boy now that he's signed his first piece of artwork? All right, so that was our story for today. Again, that was The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds. And let's move on to our next activity. All right, everyone. So for our last activity today, I'm going to be just off to the side here. Hi. And I wanted to show you one of my favorite art projects to make when I was little, which is called a draw and tell story. So it's a really simple story, but you draw a picture as you're telling it. So our story today is going to start out with a man. And he's walking with his hands behind his back. Now, the man is out for a walk when all of a sudden, some bees come and attack him. Oh no! So the bees are attacking him. What do you think he's going to do? Well, his first thought is to jump into a lake. So he jumps in the lake, but it doesn't work. The bees are still attacking him. So he gets out of the lake and he runs up a big hill. Do you think that works? No, he's still being chased by those bees. So when he gets to the bottom of the hill, he sees two caves. When he sees the caves, he thinks, maybe I can run inside the caves and the bees won't be able to find me. So he runs inside the cave, and the caves are going up and down and up and down, and he's running, and finally he shouts out, "Help! Can't anyone help me get rid of these bees?" And a cat jumps out and scares away the bees. So as you can see, as I was telling the story, I was drawing a picture, and in the end, you might have gotten a hint how the story was going to end as you saw my picture coming together to be a nice little cat. So there are all sorts of these types of stories online, or you can make up your own at home, but it's a really fun, simple drawing project that also combines some good literacy skills with storytelling. That's all for this week. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Bye.